Hey there Internet! First official sit-down video in my new place. I am excited, not ready quite yet to do a bookshelf tour, I'm still setting things up, but I couldn't resist today when on my way home from work I saw that my local public library for the town that I work in was having a used book sale, and you know, it's for the library, so yes, of course, after spending all day in a library I go hang out in another one. So I'm really excited about the books I got, and I thought I'd share them with you all. My first purchase was not for me, it's actually for this Facebook book exchange that I said I was going to do, and then I was trying to track down a copy of this to send to the person that I was matched up with. So this is one of my favorite books, The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. It takes place in the years after World War II on the Isle of Guernsey, and it's told all through letters, and it's this beautiful story of this community of readers on an island and how one woman united them all, not necessarily through books, though it was a book club and literary society, but just by this woman being larger than life and having an impact on these people long after the war and long after anyone knows what happened to her. So it's a great historical fiction piece, and it's just lovely is the best word for it. So I picked that up to send to someone for a book exchange. And because I love that book so much, I decided to pick this one up for myself. It's called Letters from Skye by Jessica Brockmole, and it seems to be a bit of a similar vein. You have two stories going on. One during 1912, you have a woman who gets a letter sent to her on the Isle of Skye. She ends up striking up this correspondence with someone she's never heard of, an American who has heard of a poet or something, and they have this letter exchange going back and forth until World War I hits, and then the second story takes place starting in June 1940 at the start of World War II, where people from that first story sort of factor in. It's something that I've heard about, and because I liked the one book, this sounds like it's right up my alley. The next two purchases I got are books that I have e-copies of, and I've always wanted to get print copies for my bookshelf, but I was trying to be responsible with, you know, money and things. So one of them is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. This is a great riddle mystery for people who love books but also love the opportunities that technology can bring to us, but you know, might be a little bit wary about the road it might lead us down. I love this book. It's a great audiobook too, and I'm so glad that I'll have a print copy on my shelves. Also, the cover glows in the dark, which is something I am very much looking forward to. And another book I loved, I think maybe one of my most watched videos ever, was my review for Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. If you are someone who is a creative type or interested in creativity and trying to figure out how maybe it works, how you can have more of it in your life, Liz Gilbert is by no means an expert, but she's someone who's intensely interested in the subject, and I think her TED Talk on the subject was brilliant. I thought this book was amazing, and if this is a topic that you're still interested in, I highly recommend checking out her podcast called Magic Lessons. And the purchase that was my biggest splurge, the one that I absolutely don't need but I was most excited about maybe, is an 1963 printing hardcover of Mastering the Art of French Cooking by Julia Child. I've read her memoir, My Life in France. I liked the movie Julie and Julia. So this book I have been fascinated with. I'm really fascinated by a lot of things in France. I can't speak a lick of the language, but the food, oh, someday I'm gonna go there and someday I'm gonna eat the food, but in the meantime I was able to find this, which will hold me over in the meantime, especially as I'm in my new place and I've got to be cooking for myself, right? So might as well learn from the master. So that is my haul. It was actually really reasonably priced. It was a great selection, and I hope that the library has a great sale this weekend and they get a lot of funds so they can continue providing great services to the community. So that's it for me for now. All of my usual links are down below. Comments are always welcome, and that's it for me for now. Take care. Bye! I'm currently reading Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow and Three Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. And if you like what you've seen here today, please like and please subscribe for more.